Well, we're currently in Fresno, California, which was considered the new frontier at the time. It was a newly established town in 1875, and Dr. and Mrs. Meux had heard about it because she had what was called consumption at the time, which we now know as TB, needed a drier climate. Well, as we well know, Fresno has that. So they moved here and built this lovely home on the outskirts of town. It's hard to believe that it's considered outskirts now, being right in the heart of downtown Fresno. When they built the home, there was very few homes even out this far, and it was considered a high-tech home of the era because it was built with plumbing, electrical, and gas lines all in place. Dr. Meux originally started his schooling at the School of Bowling and Barber in Philadelphia. He later opened his own practice. Unfortunately, war broke out in the United States. He went through that as a surgeon, and then he came to Fresno and opened a practice here. He was also a member of the Fresno Raisin Growers Association, and he was also the first president of the Fresno Madera Medical Association. You know, it was considered a very large home of the time. It is completely built out of redwood from ground to ceiling. It was a very expensive home. This home actually cost almost $10,000 more than the Fresno original courthouse. Plus, it's about a total of 8,000 square feet. That's a considerable amount of home. But he kind of kept to himself. You know, probably some of that had to do with their faith and Methodist upbringing. They were kind of simple. You know, it wasn't uncommon for him to get paid with chickens and things like that. Well, fortunately for us, there was a group of individuals that were originally teamed by the mayor to figure out what to do with this building. One of the things was it was going to be torn down and turned into a parking lot. The other was entering it into the National Register of Historic Places so that it can be preserved as one of the best preserved buildings of Fresno's original homes. And so they decided that they wanted to save it. And we still have it here today, thankfully, because of those original people that did all of that. Yeah, it has really withstood the test of time.